AITAH for refusing to allow my wife to host a holiday dinner for my son and daughter-in-law after they disrespected her by not inviting her to their wedding. I am a 55-year-old male, and my wife and I have been married for 10 years. I have a son from my previous marriage. I met my current wife 2 years after my divorce. My current wife is 35, and my son was 15 when I met her. She has always tried to be kind to my son, but he and his mother have consistently caused problems. His mother was jealous when I moved on after she divorced me to pursue a relationship with her new director at the hospital where she worked. When that didn't work out, she attempted to come between me and my then girlfriend, claiming she wanted me back. I'm sharing this so you can understand the challenges my current wife faced and why I refused to host this dinner. When my son and his girlfriend decided to get married, they sent an invitation addressed only to me. When I asked why my wife's name was not included, my son said they did not want her there. My wife has spent money on my son during his teenage years and made sacrifices so I could be there for him. Despite this, she was excluded from the wedding. When we received the invitation, my wife told me it was perfectly fine and encouraged me to go and have a great time. I attended the wedding in April this year while my wife did her own thing. Last week, my ex-wife informed me that she would be going to Tennessee for Christmas with her new boyfriend and suggested we host Christmas dinner for my son and his wife. I said nothing because it's none of her business. My son asked me about it a few days later, and I told him we would absolutely not host Christmas dinner at our house because my wife was not invited to their wedding and she will not be disrespected in her own home. I made it clear that this house is primarily hers, as she secured the loan and I pay the mortgage, to preempt any claim that it was solely my house. He got upset and argued that it was unfair to exclude him and his new bride. I explained that my wife and I are planning to have Christmas dinner at a nice restaurant. Both our families live out of state, so it's not a big celebration. I told him he could spend Christmas with his wife's family for dinner, and we plan to drop off their gifts. My son called me a piece of shit and an asshole for not making his wife feel welcome. I reminded him that he never made my wife feel welcome either, and not inviting her to the wedding was the final straw. I'm not choosing my wife over my son, I am demanding respect for her in her own home. I feel justified. However, my son told his mother, and she has been harassing my wife, accusing her of breaking our son's family. I reminded her that she tried to have an affair during our marriage and divorced me. Now my son won't speak to me. My current wife appreciates me standing up for her but would like to see me mend my relationship with my son.